Strategy, extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. Touchdown Raiders! Brian Edwards, 28 yards, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Open out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. To throw is Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Raiders to kick off for Arizona.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used to hold back and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray forced out to his left. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Murray says hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Room for Jacobs there on 1st down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Carr gonna throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. The teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to find Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Murray to throw. Pass complete to Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. To throw is Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Murray dancing to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. the 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19s. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Throwing now is Murray. He'll buy some time right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Flush to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Murray. Green brings it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Ertz over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 5 now. Murray. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Corey Littleton charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness,